Omaha's news leader. This is KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle.
1 in 5 children across Nebraska and western Iowa has no idea where their next meal is coming from. Thanks for joining us for an eye-opening Chronicle. I'm Julie Cornell. Improper nutrition doesn't show physical signs right away. It may not be the picture of malnourishment you imagine. Instead, it first takes a toll on kids' focus, their brain development, and behavior. And it takes a village to solve. Well, today on Chronicle, we're giving you a behind-the-scenes look at the Food Bank for the Heartland's new warehouse that focuses on efficiency while serving that growing need. We're also going to introduce you to some Omaha chefs who are cooking for a cause, and the celebrity chef who's helped stir up some excitement and donations. But we're going to begin with an effort that's near and dear to my own heart. With the food bank serving more than 1.5 million meals each year, we wanted to do something to help those families who are struggling. So you might have heard KETV launched a digital cookbook, and the proceeds will benefit the food bank. And this is a modern spin on an old project we did years ago. There's something about the rhythm of cooking that's calming and satisfying and exciting. Food and meal times are about nourishment, but also spending time together, leaning on old family recipes. This was from my garden. Trying to figure out how to create something edible. 30 years ago, that was me. I kept calling my mother and asking for recipes, and finally I decided to make a family cookbook. And yes, Bill helped put that one together.
This is my handiwork here, the maps.
It was a collection of my family's Italian recipes bound in a book. And KETV used this charity cookbook to raise money for the Seven Can Help Kids Back to School Backpack Program, complete with book signings and food demos. Now, we've whipped up a new project. Thanks to a Lincoln business leader and digital app creator.
I think we live in such isolation, right? And being able to share with friends and family, getting inspiration. I see what you cook all the time, Julie, and I steal Julie's recipes all the time from the app. I'm so excited for your cookbook so I can have more of these recipes.
A few years ago, Diane Temmie Stinton launched the Anchovy app. It's a recipe sharing, meal planning, and cookbook app you download right to your phone. Anchovy is creating KETV's charity cookbook.
So many children in our community live with food insecurity, and also for the fact that food inflation has outpaced inflation in every other area means that a lot of more families are struggling.
Diane, a mom of 2, is especially pleased that proceeds from the sale of the digital cookbook will go to Food Bank for the Heartland. Giant boxes here in their new warehouse help fill pantry shelves in most of Nebraska and part of western Iowa, where many children don't know where their next meal is coming from.
1 in 5 in our 93 county service area in Nebraska and western Iowa. Obviously, completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. To think that a child going home, especially over the weekend, may have little or nothing to eat.
The new book, KETV's Home Cooking from the Heartland, features more than 30 recipes from myself, my family, and KETV coworkers. Here's my recipe for shepherd's pie. There are photos and step-by-step instructions. It's just good to share something that comes from your kitchen. It's like sharing a part of yourself, right?
Absolutely.
But this project is about more than a meal.
Our app Anchovy, it was always, the thought of how can we help our community? How can we help not only families, but also how can we really make an impact in the communities in which we live?
KETV's Home Cooking from the Heartland is a way to bring new, interesting dishes to your table.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And feed your neighbors at the same time. All right, the cookbook is $19.99. Again, proceeds benefit Food Bank for the Heartland. We have a QR code up on that episode, all episode long. It'll take you straight to the cookbook, or you can head to our homepage at ketv.com to find a link to the cookbook. Well, feeding the need in our area, it starts at Food Bank for the Heartland's warehouse. They recently moved into a new facility they say is needed more now than ever. Chronicle's Maddie Augustine got an exclusive first look inside the location at 84th and L.
A move 7 years in the making.
Been waiting for this day for a long, long time.
Food Bank for the Heartland President and CEO Brian Barks says their new facility is all about efficiency. With an additional 1,100 pallet positions and a new warehouse layout, Barks says they're working to get food into the hands of those who need it most quickly.
We have 9 dock doors that we can utilize here. Wow. At our previous facility, we had 6. However, we really only did business out of 2 of them because only 2 of our docks at our old facility were the appropriate height of a semi.
Each room serves a unique purpose.
This is a room we're really excited about.
It's the Protein Repack Center.
We can take that big tote of frozen protein, break it down into family-friendly sizes for distribution. We are one of 12 food banks in the Feeding America family of 200 food banks that has a room like this.
But the efficiency of the larger space isn't the only reason Barks says they're excited.
We have other food banks in the region that are interested in sending us protein in their area for us to repack for them. And we could potentially turn this into a revenue source.
None of the work the food bank does could be completed without the help of volunteers.
1 out of every 6 pounds that we distribute out of this facility is somehow handled by a volunteer.
Barks says they're working to increase from 50 volunteers to 100 per shift. So the brand new volunteer center, complete with custom racking, is essential.
They'll start assembling the boxes and roll the boxes down here. There'll be people that will put the product in here. As the boxes become empty, they just put them up here, and then another volunteer will break down that box and also load more product on here at the same time.
The move comes as Barks says they're seeing the largest need in their history.
The need is 12 months long.
And it will only strengthen their fight against food insecurity for their entire service area.
We built this building for the future, not just for today, but for 10, 15, 20 years down the road.
It's an effort to feed the community that's been fed by the community.
We had a $27 million fundraising goal, and we met it. And to have $27 million given to us to make this a reality, it's humbling, it's inspiring.
Maddie Augustine, KETV, Newswatch 7.
They are doing so much good. We're going to sit down with the food bank after the break and learn more about how this new warehouse is a game changer. Also ahead on Chronicle, we're taking you to 3 of the hottest restaurants in Omaha, talking to the chefs who are raising awareness about food insecurity and cooking for a cause.